Good afternoon, everybody. And I suppose I should say Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. It is the 25th of December, 2020. And I've had a lovely morning with the family. Opening presents, had a lovely dinner, Christmas dinner. And I have got to pop out. So I thought that would be a good opportunity, as the weather's so nice, to take the bike for a quick ride. Now, when I turned her on, I've not turned her on for about a month, maybe 5 weeks. And when I started her up, she started, then stalled and gave me a message of low battery. It started again, and then I just revved her quite hard. And after that, she seems to be okay. And also, the red range of the revs was all the way down here to 6,000 or 5,000 even. So that was all red when I first turned her on. As if to say, don't rev it any higher than that because the engine's very cold. So, that was really interesting. That's something I've not experienced before. So I've not ridden a bike for about 5 weeks. It is quite cold. It is winter time here. Essentially had to rev her quite a lot just to keep her going while I was preparing to get onto the bike. So that's a new experience for me. I don't know if any of you out there have ever experienced that after getting back on the bike after a little while. I've not had the bike on a trickle charger. I did speak about doing that, but I didn't get around to doing it in the end. So I think just a little bit of a ride out, really, just to warm her up, give the battery some charge, and see how she's behaving in general. Which will be nice. Car coming. There's a little bit of traffic out here today for Christmas Day, but as you can see, it's very bright, very sunny, very crisp, and it's a lovely situation, really. But I have missed being on the bike, I must say. Oh my goodness. Really missed it. And it's 4 degrees, so it's quite cold. But with all the proper gear on, with the gloves and the heated grips are on. I've got my jacket with the full winter lining, my Risha Gore-Tex jacket, and the Risha touring trousers, not with the winter lining in. And it's quite chilly. It's nippy. You can feel the nippiness. But yeah, it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely to be back out. I want to apologise for not doing a video for so long. But the weather here has been so drab and work has been very busy, so I've just not had the chance to get out, really. But yeah, having the chance now, it's very nice to do so. I take it nice and slow, nice and steady, because these roads, although they're dry, they can be a little bit slippery this time of year. Oh. Yeah. Christmas joggers, jogging off to dinner. And take the bike out for half an hour or so, just to give the battery a recharge. The sun is going down now, it's just setting. So I've pretty much only got about 30 minutes worth of daylight left. So I was going to pop to work, but to be completely honest, I think my time will be better spent just staying on the bike and charging her for as long as possible. Because the battery, like I say, when I started her, it very nearly didn't start the bike, and I don't really want to have to call BMW out again. So hopefully a nice ride here will liven things up. The tyre pressure is down a little bit, should be 2.5 and 2.9, so she's been sat there for 5-6 weeks, like I say, and lost a little bit of pressure by the looks of it. And as I say, also these roads, these small roads are a little bit slippery out here. Even though they're dry, there is some salt on the roads and some grit. So you've got to be super careful when you've only got 2 wells to put down. But as soon as there's a bit of a straight, I'll give her a kick. Oh, look at that sun. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's beautiful. Little sunset ride on Christmas Day. And I hope some of you have managed to get out on Christmas Day. You know, I mean, this is my treat to myself. You know, I've got three young kids, and the focus is all on them really these days for Christmas. So my Christmas present to myself is getting out here on the bike and giving her a bit of a scream. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah, so I probably had the bike running about 10 minutes before I actually got on it. So started her up, it stalled, started her up, revved her up for a couple of minutes maybe to annoy the neighbours. Sorry to my neighbours, but the revving was needed. I actually can't stand it when people rev their bikes unnecessarily. You know, they just do it to create a bit of noise and a bit of, you know, hey, 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 look at me. I can't stand that kind of behaviour, I must admit it. So I felt a little bit embarrassed revving the bike, but it was needed. The battery was very, very low, and didn't feel like the engine was going to keep running unless I revved her a little bit. So yeah, so revved her up, kept her going, ticking over for about 5-10 minutes after that while I was preparing to get onto the bike, mucking about with bits and pieces as you do. That's the one thing about when you ride a motorbike, it does take you an extra 10 to 15 minutes just to go anywhere, because you've got to put the shoes, the over trousers, the jacket, the gloves, the helmet, the, you know, hooking up your multimedia. I got a new phone recently, and so I had to hook up the mobile to the bike and to the center head unit. So yeah, took a little bit of time to get going, but it's going now. So at 4 degrees, guys, at 47 miles an hour, in full kit, it is still chilly. It is still chilly riding at, you know, that speed. I can feel the wind. I can, you know, get that it's a cold day out there. But, you know, it's still a very enjoyable experience being out here on the bike. I get the feeling these roads are going to be a little bit damp, so the bike may get a little bit dirty, but to be honest, it needs a charge. Oh, look, there's a puddle. Oh, really? Where did that come from? Yep. Absolutely beautiful out here. Cold, yes, but very beautiful. Worth being cold. I've also got some Gore-Tex liners for my socks, or for my boots should I say, so slip-on Gore-Tex socks if you like, and they end up keeping your feet very, very warm as well. I've not got them on at the moment, but yeah, when it gets cold and you're on a longer ride, they are invaluable also. But the one thing I find intolerable, and it never changes really, is the fingertips. They get so cold no matter what you do. Heated grips, great gloves. Even you can. Some people like to get the handlebar covers. You can put your hand into these massive gloves that fit on the sides of the handlebars. But to be honest, they really don't do much either. Not when it's bitterly cold. Not when it's, you know, 3 degrees as it is right now. +3 people. I'm chipping away at that fair weather rider reputation that I have, because it is freezing out here. Oof. But immensely enjoyable. This amazing motorcycle just never, ever, ever fails to put a smile on my face. You know, she's beautiful through the twisties, wonderful on the straights, capable in town, complete mile muncher. I've still not done any touring really since I bought the bike. Hopefully next year I'll get some time to do that, and obviously with the COVID restrictions it does become quite difficult. But yeah, you know, definitely want to do some touring, getting over to Europe or around the UK as soon as I possibly can. Because she is such a pleasure to be on. Absolute pleasure. So I hope all of you are having a wonderful Christmas day. In the best possible way you can. I understand that obviously lots of people aren't able to meet and get together after you know, plans were somewhat thwarted by lots of people going into tier 4. But you know, it's only one day, so hopefully within the next 6 months we can all kind of get back to some form of normality, or a new normality, I suspect. And you know, we can meet again at a safe time when things have calmed down a little bit. So yeah, it's a good job I decided to take the bike out today, because if I left it much longer the battery probably would have died completely, and that would have been another call out to BMW Assist. And not that that's a problem, because BMW Assist is an excellent service, really excellent. But you know, you feel like a bit of a wally to call them out for a flat battery, especially if that was the first call out I did, which it was, and then I call them out again for a flat battery. You know, makes you look a little bit silly. And this has never happened before, but look, the I don't know if you can see, but the bike was just flashing down there bottom left where it says 3 degrees. It was just flashing blue to let me know that it's cold. Hey Phil, it's cold! Yeah, you don't need to tell me, my fingertips told me long ago. My fingertips were screaming, it's cold! But yeah, that's interesting. So that flashes blue, so it's kind of like a car feature, that, where it sort of, my car, when it's 4 degrees or less, it will come up and just go bing and flash. So this bike also warns you of when it's cold. So many features. So many features on this bike. It's kind of doing it intermittently. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I'm just going to turn around now and go back, because that will be pretty much half an hour. It should be enough to put enough juice back in the bike, so I don't need to worry about taking her out for a ride again too soon. I mean, not that there's too soon, but the point is that I just can't, I really can't get out on her that much at the moment. So Christmas Day is a good excuse for me to say, yeah, I'm going to go out for a ride, because, you know, been out in ages. And of course it's very nice as well because there's hardly anything else out here. I've seen about 4 or 5 cars, I think, the whole time, so that's excellent. But yeah, half an hour out here at 3 degrees, that's enough as well, because it's very cold on the fingertips. I feel like I'm getting frostbite. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Obviously I'm not getting frostbite, but you know, it feels very cold, that's all I'm saying. I can see the moon in the sky. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but there's the moon up there, guys. And there's the sun. Moon, sun. All at the same time. Wonderful, wonderful. I remember it was a little bit wet round here. This bit of road here. Gonna stay right because I think I saw a puddle around this bend. No, not this one, but definitely one of them. Yeah, here we go, there's a puddle here. Puddle, 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 puddle. Yeah, we go, there's the puddle. Let's miss that if we can. Really is absolutely freezing out here now. Freezing, freezing, freezing. And now there's a bloody nothing behind me, so I'm going to go really slow through this because it's a bloody puddle. So everybody, once again I just want to wish you all a very, very happy Christmas indeed. A big thanks to everyone who subscribed. I'm amazingly sitting at about 117 subscribers at the moment, so thank you so much for everyone who subscribed. For those of you who watch who haven't subscribed, thank you very much also for visiting and checking out my videos. If you don't want to subscribe, then obviously also you can hit the notification bell, which will also let you know as and when I post new videos. So like I say, just a quick ride out really just to warm up the battery, give it a bit of a charge. Just a half an hour spin, and then I'm going to be back into the warm for a whiskey and a mince pie, I do believe. So yeah, anyway guys, have a wonderful Christmas and a good New Year. I doubt I'll see you before the New Year, so indeed, have a good one And for those of you who do get back out there, possibly in slightly warmer countries, when you're out there, guys, do ride safe. Keep your wits about you. Thanks very much indeed for watching, guys. Thanks very much indeed. Take care now and goodbye. Bye-bye. Oh God, yeah. Oops. The salt from the road, guys. Look, see? Look at that.